Hey guys, I'm Dr. Jeff Finley.
And I'm Dr. Jessica Finley.
As with anything relating to health, every health guru has their favorite diet that they believe everyone should follow no matter what. Two of the most popular diets are the Paleo diet and the Ketogenic diet. Today we're going to look at the differences between the two and help you decide if either one is right for you.
Let's start with Paleo. Paleo wants you to eat like our caveman ancestors. This diet wants you to avoid grains, dairy, processed foods, especially sugar, and legumes. The only weird caveat is that you can use butter only if it's grass-fed. It also allows you to eat starchy vegetables and fruit. This diet is typically higher in fat and lower in carbs, but not super low.
Then, of course, there's the Ketogenic diet. Now, the entire purpose of the keto diet is to induce a state of ketosis. This is where your body starts using fat instead of carbs for energy and everyday function. It is a high-fat diet, but it's also very low carb, as in less than 50 grams of carbs a day low. Now, because the carbs are so low, that means you cannot have starchy veggies or fruit because there's too high a carb content in them. A difference from the paleo is that you are allowed to have high-fat dairy. So for some people that have a real hard time giving up their dairy, this could be a real game changer for them.
So despite their differences, they both have a lot of similarities. They both emphasize whole foods as a major source of nourishment. This means no processed foods or sugars, and they focus on fresh vegetables, meat, fish, and nuts. They both agree that you should eliminate grains, but for different reasons. Paleo restricts them due to them not being around in Paleolithic days. Keto restricts them because the carb content is too high to stay in ketosis. Dr. Jeff is not a big fan of this because they are usually inflammatory and they contain lots of prebiotics and fibers, which could be feeding the bad bacteria in the gut. Now, both diets are high-fat diets. Now, these are clean sources of fat, of course, but there are numerous benefits to healthy fats, specifically with heart health, brain health, skin, and connective tissue. Another huge benefit of both is they are a great source for weight loss. However, before we get too competitive about which one is better, for weight loss, there's no secret to losing weight. Eating less junk food and lowering your caloric intake helps you lose weight, period. It is not because you are burning more fat or utilizing it as a fat source.
So which one is healthier? Well, in my opinion, and I think the opinion of most health experts, paleo actually takes the cake here. For most people, not every person, but for a majority of people, they find that this is actually the healthier one. And that's because paleo allows you to have a higher variety of food options to meet dietary needs for nutrients. It's also less strict than keto and is easier for longer-term compliance, especially in social situations when you're going to people's house, going out to eat, so on and so forth. Keto requires a lot of planning and a strict adherence to a low-carb state. Otherwise, you go out of ketosis, which then eliminates the entire purpose of going on the diet in the first place. Now, there is certainly a time and a place for both of these. However, when we are working with someone who wants to make a change in their health and diet, it's easier to start with the paleo diet than it is the ketogenic diet.
One last and final point that we want to make is when we look at the blue zones all over the world. These are regions that have a population that live longer than other places around the world, and none of these people eat paleo or keto. That's right, you heard me, neither of them eat that way. The reason being is that they make healthy choices based upon their individual needs and compliance to eating healthy. There are many ways to have a healthy and fulfilling life. Remember, the word diet is supposed to be used in short term, and it's a tool to help your body heal. Making healthy food choices does not require a special diet. The healthiest diet for you is going to be the one that you can comply with the most, and it makes you feel your best.
So as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'd love to know your thoughts on which diet you follow or which one you've experimented with, and more importantly, which one you feel the best on and why. So leave it in the comments below, and we will talk to you guys next week.